to the crowd.
Why not? I'm proud.
Yamato looks so happy with him. You couldn't see that, but he looks so happy.
He is like, I am going to break this man and then stand on stage triumphant.
It's like, speaking of Europe, I'm from Europe, and looking at this entire tournament as a whole, we have Turkey and we have CIS in the finals. We are also winning the Ultimate Bravery, and we're also going to win all the 1v1s.
Wow, okay, so that is fighting. Yeah, nothing more needs to be said over at the casting desk. We're getting ready for these 1v1s. And man, there's so much anticipation now because we have to get through all of these, and then we have Yamato versus Rusty.
Yeah, so this time, we actually don't have a European in this game. We have Carbon versus Kami. That's our first 1v1, so we'll see who wins this then. There's no European.
It's like I'm looking at, I'm getting flashbacks of the game Carbon versus Dimashki, and that was one of the worst ones of the entire tournament. The Heimerdinger versus the Kennen. I think 2 stuns landed the entire game, and it was very, very slow-paced. And then I look back at the Kami games. We saw the very interesting match of Lulu Nami, and then we saw, of course, the Kennen from Kami. And with that in mind, I think Kami's going to take it.
Certainly does look to be in the favor of the mid laner of the CB Law region, but if anyone can provide an upset right now, it will be the man on the right of your screen, the jungler Carbon. I agree, the Kennen didn't look great, but lulling people into a false sense of security has Oceania been all tournament long, Yamato, and it is for this moment right now.
Yeah, Carbon has made it all the way here, but we are into the champion select. Urgot has been banned along with Caitlyn, so getting all the anti-fun out of the way. Remember, Kami has played Lulu before as well, when AD, also when Execution is calling, so literally anything could come out here by Kami.
That was actually really smart when Kami did that, was able to really take the matchup after that point, and you know, we have been pointed out, only 2 Doran's items on this map means that you do have to get quite creative after that point.
I loved also Kami's response when he was asked in the interview, what made you buy the Executioner's Calling? I was just browsing the shop.
Looks good. It's just like this item exists. Kindred will be the next ban coming out from Kami. Kennen banned out by Carbon. Kami has picked up that pick before.
So is Carbon.
So has Carbon.
Yeah, not much faith in his own pick there, so maybe he has something else. Maybe he's been practicing the Leona and looking to take it into the matchup.
I really feel like this is lining up with the Nunu that Rusty was talking about.
Oh,
cheesy Nunu. Well, it's very hard to decide who you're going to root for before you see the picks, because the picks are so important in this.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one, Yamato. Caitlyn has been banned out though, so the natural predator to Leona is already gone. Lulu has been banned away by Kami, who actually, again, picked up that champion. Last ban from Carbon. He's using all of the time available. Annie will be the final ban.
Yeah, I had a feeling that AD Annie and AD Brand we're going to see a little bit more play, just because the point stick click stuns are so good.
And that was an insta-lock. The Nunu. We're here, boys. Okay, so how does this work? He's just going to max consume, right?
So there's 2 ways you can do it. You either go ring, max snowball, try and just harass them out of the lane and build a CS advantage that way because they have to back so often. Or if you're really on point with your mechanics, you max Q and then you never get shoved out of lane and you just CS like mad.
I feel like it's very dependent on what he faces. I personally prefer the Doran's Ring approach because the AP actually makes your consume heal you for more. So the synergy is right there.
Okay, and 7 seconds remaining. Kami hasn't even hovered anything yet. What do you pick in here? It's going to be LeBlanc coming into the mid lane. Wow, LeBlanc versus Nunu. Not a matchup that I'm familiar with, I have to say.
Like, I'm going to be honest, I think Nunu's favoring this. I'm changing my stance. I actually think the Nunu is going to destroy this LeBlanc.
See, I was the opposite.
Very frustrating.
I was the opposite. I got beaten by this exact pick. If he goes AD, I have absolutely no idea how to deal with LeBlanc. She's just so annoying and CS her so easily.
It is like, sure, I love the AD LeBlanc. I've talked about it a lot. I've played it against you. I've smashed you. And there's just something about Nunu. It is very, very hard to burst him down. He has the sustenance and he has the snowballs and he's in his hometown.
Yeah, this is going to be a very hard matchup for Kami. We need to know whether he's AD or AP. Again, some of the spells are going to be exactly the same, but I feel like it doesn't really matter if you go AP or AD. The result is going to be the same. Nunu's going to eat some minions and he's just going to not do anything.
And Carbon looks so damn happy at the moment. He was giggling like a madman.
Kami does not look happy.
He, on the other hand, is like this dirty cheeser who takes Nunu into a 1v1.
That's the face of a man
who is disappointed. That is a disappointed look.
He's like, why is he playing LeBlanc? I win. Carbon. Oh, and he's playing Nunu bot as well. Hope we can get some last ban out there.
Look at his runes. He has so much HP already. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's going to be the Doran's Ring coming out for the Nunu. So does this signal the Consume or the E Max?
I honestly, knowing Carbon as a person, I think it's going to be the Consume. Looking at his runes of masteries, I also think it's going to be Consumed. Because you're right, that dude has 760 health at level 1.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so dirty.
Yeah, it's the definition of dirty. And he doesn't even need to invade the brush or anything. Usually we talk about level 1 tactics, and you're going to push up. The Carbon chants are coming out. Got to be feeling good on stage right now. Pulling out the last spam as well. I think this is Carbon's game to lose, honestly.
Now, speaking of first spells to level up, I definitely think Nunu should skill up the Consume. It allows him to sustain the damage. Oh, never mind. He just went completely against what I suggested. So
he can't hear you.
That is true. That is true.
You're not
but
coaching this guy, Yamano.
why I want to consume is because the level 1 wave is so important. The sustenance from the consume also allows you to out-attack the wave, because you see, as soon as his Novas has to run back, and as soon as the melee minions are gone, he won't be able to contest the range minions.
Yeah, it certainly looks to be the case. And Kami just wants to fight him level 1 because he knows otherwise he will not win.
And he may actually get the better of Carbon. The exhaust comes down. Now the 2 clones come out. Kami turns around and is trying to get out of range of Carbon. This is going to come down to the auto-attack. And Carbon comes out victorious over Kami.
What a performance from the OBL's jungler. Legacy's Carbon goes nuts.
96 seconds on that game, gentlemen.
Champion!
And that's why you don't take Consume level 1. He wouldn't have won that.
Sure, I'm not a Nunu 1v1 master. Carbon obviously is. I don't think he's going to be allowed to play that ever again in this 1v1 tournament.
Carbon actually making a name for himself in the 1v1 circuit now. He is, he could actually come out as the winner in this entire tournament.
And Atlas looks as confused as we do, because that was brilliant to behold.